Can you see my presentation? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, let's start. In the last class, we have talked about some operations which are performed on single linked list. Okay. So today we will discuss one more operation on concatenation on a single linked list. Then we will move on to doubly linked list, and we will also talk about circular linked list. Okay. So let us look at one more operation, concatenation. So which is performed on a single linked list. Okay. Now let us consider there are two singly linked lists which are pointed to by pointer P and Q. Okay. Now these two linked list, singly linked list are to be concatenated together. Okay. And they will be concatenated together, and the concatenated linked list will be pointed to by head pointer P. So here pointer P points to the first linked list and pointer Q points to the second linked list. So our objective is to concatenate these two linked lists such a way that the concatenated linked list will be pointed to by P. Okay. Now here a function named concatenate is defined. Okay. And a return type of this function is in node structure. So here structure type in node will be returned, because here we return the head pointer P for the concatenated linked list. So therefore the return type will be in node structure. And here we are taking, in the definition of the function, we are taking another pointer variable R. Okay. Now, initially we need to check whether P is empty or not. Then that means the first linked list is empty or not. Okay. So if the first linked list is found to be empty, then we simply point the point head pointer P to the second linked list. Okay. So by making P equals to Q, we can point the uh, resultant linked list by P, both P and Q. Okay. Otherwise, if the P is not empty, then first of all we need to save the head pointer P to another pointer variable R. That is why we are making R equals to P. Okay. Now we will traverse the first linked list, which is pointed to by P, until and unless we get the last node of the linked list. Okay. Last node of the first linked list. So that is why we are using this while loop. While r next not equals to null, we are making r equals to r next. Okay, that means we are advancing until and unless r next is found to be null. We will advance the r pointer for the remaining nodes. Okay, so that is why we are making r equals to r next. Then after having the last node of the first linked list, then we are making r next equals to q. That means the last node, the next link part of the last node is referred by r next. Okay, so r next we are making r next equals to q. Okay, that means the link part of the last node uh, will now point to the second linked list. Okay, that means the first node of the second linked list. Okay, so after this, we will return the pointer P, so that pointer P will point to the concatenated linked list. Okay. So this is the function definition for concatenation operation. Now we will move on to doubly linked list. So whatever the operations we have talked about in the last few classes, we have talked about singly linked list, where only one link part is there. For each node, there is only one link part. Okay, so that is called the forward link part. So if we consider the both the operation insertion and deletions on a single linked list, what so before we insert a new node, or we delete some node from the single linked list, what we need to do? we need to find out the preceding node of the inserted node or the deleted node. Okay. Now, to find out the preceding node of the inserted node or the deleted node, we need to start from the beginning. That means we need to start from the first node. So that by traversal operation, we will find out the preceding node of the inserted node or the deleted node. Now, if we improve this situation, that means if we if we ignore, or if we do not want to traverse the entire linked list for finding out the preceding node of the deleted node or the inserted node, then we can have we need to improve, the single linked list by adding one more link part on the uh, left hand side of the uh, node. Okay. So for each node, we can consider two link part. One is called the right link part, another is called the left link part. That means for with each node, we will have two pointers. One is the right pointer and is the left pointer. Left pointer will point to the previous node. Right pointer will point to the uh, forward node. Okay, or next node. So accordingly, we can define the structure for each node. So here we call the structure in D node. So here D stands for doubly linked list. Okay. So name of the structure is in D node, and here we have three members. One is the item here is the data part which is associated with each node. Okay. So here the type of the data type of the information is type data, and we have two pointers, right and left pointers of type nd node. Okay. And another structure variable nd node is declared. So similar to the single linked list, here we are using the self-referential structure. Okay. Now, before we talking about the insertion operation and deletion operation, so I just want to ask you how similar to the single linked list, how you will create a doubly linked list. If you want to create a doubly linked list, then what are the improvements you should make in the function definition? So here you are going to create a doubly linked list. Okay. So in the doubly linked list here, you need to deal with two pointers, right pointer and left pointers. So right pointer will point to the forward node of the next node, and left pointer will point to the previous node. Okay. Now what happens when we deal with insertion and deletion operation on singly linked list? What we have found, we found that without having the preceding node of the inserted node or the deleted node, so we cannot insert a new node during insertion operation. We cannot delete some node during deletion operation on a singly linked list. Okay. Now if we have the left pointer, then we don't need to traverse the entire linked list. Just using the left pointer, we can easily find out the preceding node. So that is the advantage of doubly linked list over singly linked list. Okay, this is the prominent advantage of doubly linked list over singly linked list. So many other advantages are there, but since we are talking about some prominent operations on singly linked list and doubly linked list, therefore I have just explained this phenomenon using two operations, insertion and deletion operations. So we can explain this phenomenon with other operations also. but but since we are talking about this insertion and deletion operations, so therefore the advantage of doubly linked list has been discussed in terms of the insertion and deletion operation over singly linked list. Okay. So here we are using two pointers. Now if you want to create if we want to create a doubly linked list using the create function or function definition and using self-referential structure, so how we will create? What are the improvements we need to make in the definition, function definition? Any idea? Structure definition will be same. Only thing is that we need to add one more pointer. Okay, that is left pointer. Right pointer was already there for a singly linked list. Right pointer as next. Okay, so here we are only adding the left pointer. This structure definition will be similar to the self-referential structure for the singly linked list. Even when we will create the doubly linked list, only minimal improvement we need to make in the function definition. So after having, we can create a doubly linked list using the function definition or the function that will create a doubly linked list. Okay. Okay, and create a doubly linked list is a home task. Okay, so in the next week you will submit this function definition. So you can write the entire program or you can write only the function definition for creating a doubly linked list. So you can have this problem as a home assignment and you can submit in the next week. Okay, you need to submit in the next week. The next operation is the insertion operation. So this insertion operation means we will insert a new node in the doubly linked list. So a doubly linked list will be provided to us. In the doubly linked list, we will insert a new node. Okay. Now let us see the illustration. So here you can see the doubly linked list. So with each node, we can see there are two pointers. One is the left pointer and other is the right pointer. So the left pointer of the first node, here you can see that the left pointer of the first node is made null. Okay, and the right pointer of the last node is made null. Okay, that means if the last node is pointed to by y, then we can write y next y right equals to null. Okay, because every node is having two pointers, left pointer and right pointers, and here the first node is pointed to by head pointer p. This head pointer is also refers to point to the entire linked list. Okay, so here we can also make p left equals to null. So both these pointers which are associated with the first node and the last node are made to be null. Okay, and here you can see that every node is having two pointers, left pointer and right pointer. Now another node which is a new node pointed to by t will be inserted in between the nodes which are pointed to by x and the pointer y. That means the preceding node of the inserted node is pointed to by x. Okay, and the node which is found after the insertion, uh, that is the last node, is pointed to by y. Okay, now this new node will be inserted in between x and y. So how this insertion will be made, and what are the link part, or what are the pointers we need to update so that we can insert the new node in between these two nodes, as well as we need to take care of the link part so that when the insertion will be made, during insertion, the remaining nodes after the inserted node will not be found to be missing. Okay, so during insertion, any node in the linked list will not be found to be missing or will not be lost. So we need to insert the new node such a way that the new node will be inserted, as well as the any node will not, any node will not be found to be missing or lost. Okay, how this insertion will be made? Any idea? What are the link part or what are the pointers we need to update so that we can insert the new node in between the nodes which are pointed to by x and y?
Sir, for X, the right will point to the T
Okay.
and the T left will point to X.
No, you just tell me which pointer will be updated first, which pointer will be updated next, and next, and next. So how many pointers we need to update,
One,
or
two,
which
three,
link parts we need to update?
four pointers, I guess.
Okay, 4 pointers. Then which pointer will be updated first?
First,
Because
we'll up
there is an order. Okay, there is a sequence. So we maintain the sequence so that we can update the new node properly, or we can update the link part properly.
first we'll update the X right.
X right. Why we go for X right?
So because from there we want to insert na in between X and Y.
No, if we update the X right, that means the X right pointer, initially X right pointer points to the last node.
Yes, sir.
Okay, if X right now point to the new node, then X right pointer will be found to be missing for the last node,
Yes, sir.
isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So this is not the first pointer that to be updated. We need to update
First
something else.
we first we'll update Y left and then we will begin.
Y left. If we update Y left, that means if we update the Y left, then Y left will point to the new node.
Yes, sir.
Then the link part. So initially Y left was pointing to the preceding node of the inserted node.
Yes.
Now if we update this link part, then the link part will be found to be missing for the preceding node. This not to be done. This not to be done. We will do this. We will update this link part. Definitely we will update this link part. But before updating this link part, we need to update something else, or any or other. I think other link part.
So from the diagram we can say that we will update the T right first to the Y and then
Yes, yes.
T left will be up.
Having the left pointer and right pointer, which are already pointing to the preceding node as well as the last node. Okay, having this situation or having this condition, we can first update the link part of the new node. Okay, so that we can update the right pointer of the new node. So t right, we can write t right equals to x right, because x right is pointing to the last node. If we make t right equals to x right, okay, that means the right pointer of the new node will be updated first, isn't it? Then we will update the t left so that it will point to the preceding node of the inserted node. So we will make t left equals to x right left. So x right means x right is pointing to the last node. Now if we add one more pointer, x right left, okay, we will write x arrow right arrow left. Okay, that means we are making t left equals to x right left. Okay, x right left means The pointer that pointer will point to the preceding node of the inserted node. So this is the second updation. And thirdly, we will update the link part. Now we will update the link part. Now link up has been made. Okay, link up of the key right pointer of the new node and left pointer of the right node are been made. Now we will go for, once the link up is made, then we will go for the link part of the preceding node, right pointer of the preceding node. Okay, so now we will update x right equals to t. Now we will write x right equals to t. So by writing x right equals to t means the next link part of the preceding node will now point to the new node. Okay, so this is the third step. And the fourth pointer that to be updated is x right left equal to, we will write t. Okay, x right left. So x right point means, x right means the pointer of the preceding node, x right left means pointer of the last node. That means the left pointer of the last node is referred by x right left. Okay, so x right left will now point to the new node. So we can write x right left equals to t. Now after updating this four node, the new node which is pointed to by t is found to be inserted in between the nodes which are pointed to by x and y. Now let us see the function definition. Okay, so here is the function definition. Here we are using double pointer p, okay, which points to the w linked list. Okay, and here we are using in denote another two pointers x and t. So this x means the preceding node of the inserted node. This is the pointer which points to the preceding node, and pointer t is using for the new node. Okay, so pointer t will point to the new node. Now we are writing t right equals to x right. T right means, as I said, that first the right pointer of the new node will be updated first. That is why we are writing t right equals to x right. So here t right equals to x right we are writing. Then we are writing t left equals to f. What is t left? So t left means the left pointer of the newly inserted node. Okay. Either we can write this, or we can write another step which is alternative to this step. Now we are writing t left equals to a. T left means the left pointer of the newly inserted node. So left pointer of the t will now point, left pointer of the new node will now point to the preceding node. That is why we are writing t left equals to x. Now we are writing x right equals to t. What is x right? So x right means the right pointer of the node which is pointed to by x. Okay, so x right, we are writing x right equals to t. Now we are checking whether x right not equals to null or not. Okay, that means here why we are checking this x right not equals to null. If x right not equals to null, then only we can make x right left equals to t. Okay, so x right left means x right left. So x right means the link part of the node which is pointed to by x is now pointing to the last node, and x right left means the left pointer of the last node. Okay, so left pointer of the last node is set to t, so that the left pointer of the last node will point to the newly inserted node. Okay, so this is the function definition for insertion operation. Now can you tell me why I am using double pointers instead of single pointer? In the last class also you have seen the double pointers in insertion and deletion function definitions for single linked list. Here I am also using the double pointers. Can you say why I am using double pointers for the head pointer instead of using single pointer. By using single pointer we can write the function definition also. But in that case, when we will write when we will represent the head pointer using single pointer, then in that case there will be a return there will be a some return type. That means the function will return the head pointer, okay, that will point to the w linked list after updation. But here the return type is the void. That means without returning the head pointer, we can update the head pointer after insertion. That means after insert the new node, we can update the head pointer without returning the head pointer. That is why in the function definition here you can see that the function name is double insert, okay, but the return type is void. When I will be using a single pointer for the head pointer p, then there will be a return type, and that return type will be a pointer pointer of type the structure name. Okay, so here the structure name is int denote. Okay, so then the return type there will be a return type for this function double insert. Otherwise, when I am using the double pointers, okay, so using double pointers mean without returning the head pointer, I can update the head pointer after insertion or deletion operation. So that is why I am using double pointers. Okay, we can also use the single pointer for the head pointer, but in that case, we need to have return type of the function double insert. The next operation is the deletion operation. Okay, now let us look at the illustration. Here we have four nodes in the W linked list. Okay, and we will delete a node which is pointed to by x. Okay, and this node is containing element 0. So this node will be deleted from the W linked list. So after deletion, so there will be three nodes. Okay, which will be containing 10 minus 5 99. Now for this deletion operation, what are the link parts of the nodes will be updated? Any idea? Which link parts to be updated? So that delete we can delete the node which is pointed to by x. If you have any idea, you can tell me now. What are the link parts of the nodes we need to update?
Y right and that is Z left
Okay.
or Y right left.
Y,
Y right and Y right left.
Y right. Okay, Y right to be updated so that it will point to the last
Z.
node. Z. Okay. And then
And then the Z left or Y right left when we say using double pointer if we say
okay.
that will be updated to Y.
Okay. Any other pointers need to be updated, or only these two will be sufficient? Any other things we need to do apart from updating these two link parts?
We need to clear the memory of the X.
We need to
Clear the memory for the X.
okay. How this is done?
Using clear function and all. Like we used to do in single English, we used to clear the memory after deletion.
Yes, yes. In the single linked list, we have cleared the memory after deletion. Similar to single linked list, we will clear the memory for the node which is pointed to by x. Okay, let us look at the function definition. So this is the function definition for delete operation. The name of the function is double delete. Okay, and here double pointer p is used for point to the doubly linked list. Okay, and another pointer x is using here, x will point to the deleted node. Okay, now we are saying this, if x not equals to p, x not equals to p means if x is not the, if x is not the first node in the doubly linked list. Okay, then we can make x left right equals to x right. What is x left right? Let us look at the illustration. So x left right means x left points to the previous node which is pointed to by x, and right means if we write x left right, that means x left right is the pointer of the node which is pointed to by y. Okay, so x left right, we are making x left right equals to x right. That means x right points to the next node of the deleted node. So first this link part will be updated, then we will update the link part of the last node, so that it will point to the preceding node of the deleted node. Okay, so before that we need to check whether x right equals to null or not. What is x right? Let us look at the illustration. So here x right is point to the next node. Okay, I mean the last node. Okay, so x right, if x right not equals to null, that means if the deleted node is not the last node. Okay, if deleted node is not the last node, then only we can update the link part of the last node, that is x left. Here we are writing x right left. What is x right left? So x right left is the, here x right means it points to the last node, x right left means the left pointer of the last node. So we are making x right left equals to x left. Okay, x left means the preceding node. So this is the second pointer that to be updated next. Then we free the memory space which was allocated for the deleted node pointed to by x. That is why we are writing free of x. Okay, and then we are making x equals to null. So after free the memory space which was allocated for the node pointed to by x, now we are making x equals to null. So by making x equals to null means, so we are making basically x left equals to null, x right equals to null. That is why here we are writing x equals to null. Okay. The next linked list is circular linked list. What is circular linked list? So, sir, in the circular linked list, we will see the link field or the link part of the last node in a singly connected linked list point back to the first node of the list. Okay, and such list is called the circular linked list. So here you can see that here we have the four nodes in a linked list, and the link part of the pointer of the last node points back to the first node. Okay, that means this link part will now point to the first node. Okay, so here the null is not encountered at the end of the linked list. Okay, so again that the same pointer of the last node will point back to the first node. So this is the circular linked list. Now in the circular linked list, if you want to traverse the nodes, then how it will be possible, or how it will make? Can you traverse the circular linked list? If it is possible, then how it is done? Any idea? If you want to traverse the circular linked list, then how it is done? Or how it will be possible to traverse a circular linked list, because null is not encountered. Okay, and the pointer of the last node points back to the first node. So this is the situation. Okay, now you have been asked to traverse the circular linked list using the pointers of any node. Okay, if this is said to be, if this is said to you, then which pointer of which node you will be used first, or from which point you will start your traversal operation. Let us keep this operation, traversal operation, on circular linked list for home assignment. Okay, so one home assignment is creation of doubly linked list, another home assignment is traversal operation on circular linked list. Okay, and you will submit these two assignments in the next week. Either you can write the entire program, or you can write the function definitions only. So you will write the function definitions with self-referential structure, so that I can understand what are the members are present in the self-referential structure. And using that self-referential structure, you will define these two functions, one on the doubly linked list, another on circular linked list. Okay. Any questions? If you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, I will stop now. And tomorrow there will be lab which will start from 1:30. Okay, so one lab will be held from 1:30 to 3:30, and then uh, the second lab for the group B will start from 3:30.
So tomorrow, but we have only 1:30 to 3. Like from after 3, we have classes.
Oh, after 3 you have classes.
So I send you the schedule, but like you've not seen, I send the Tuesday dates.
No, I have got your schedule, but in that schedule you have mentioned that there is a free slot between 1:30
1:30
and
to
3:30.
3 is on Thursday is free, but after that we have a class. On Tuesday we have the second half free.
So second half is free on Tuesday.
Yes, sir.
And Friday, what about Friday?
So Friday we have classes.
Okay. So until 3 o'clock, I can take the lab.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Then no problem. So uh, you can join 1:30, and until the 3 o'clock, we can conduct the lab. So on tomorrow, first group will join. Okay, group A. Okay, that's all for today.